Bell's palsy recovery isn't just about moving your face back again. It's about feeling your face at home. It's about how your face moves, feels, and communicates as it used to move before. And this process is absolutely different from what usually the patient thinks. When you suffer from Bell's palsy, you just not lose your facial movements. You lose your ability to communicate through expressions. And regaining that expressions back is a time-consuming process. It requires time, it requires patience, it requires lots and lots of awareness and understanding about the process and the expressions, how it works. In this video, I'm going to share with you some important tips and guidelines that you should keep in mind while you are recovering from your Bell's palsy to ensure that you get your expressions right. Let's get started. Friends, when you suffer from Bell's palsy, your confidence doesn't build back as soon as your movements move back. It's a process that rebuilds in layers. It is time consuming, it needs awareness, it needs acceptance, and it needs gentle action. And that's why the process is not about how much of exercises or how much of practices do you do, but what kind of quality of the practice that you are doing. What is your mindset when you are doing this practice, and how gentle you are on your face and yourself while you're going through this practice. So let's understand these step-by-step practices. Step number 1. Start with acceptance and not perfection. Don't chase perfection. The movements will take some time. Please understand that your muscles have gone through a paralysis due to an injury or damage on a nerve. This nerve is going to take some time, and once the nerve comes back, the impulses that are coming from your brain via the nerve to your face will take some time to understand and rebuild the connections. This entire process is going to be slow and steady. All you need to do is accept your face and embrace your face. I hear a lot of patients saying this, that I hate myself, I don't like to see myself the way I look like, I am not happy with my selfies. I understand what you feel, but at the same time, this is your own face. You need to accept it, you need to love it, and you need to care for it. So please make sure whenever you are starting your process of recovery from Bell's palsy, accept and embrace this change and grow and go step by step while working on your facial recovery process. Let's move on to step number 2. Focus on learning language of your face. Your face muscles are supplied by 2 different brain areas. One is your logical center and another is your emotional center. The logical center is your motor cortex and the emotional center lies in your brainstem. Now, when these 2 centers activate, at that time, the nerve chooses which is the strong area from where I'm getting more impulses, and it prioritizes those impulses to reach on your face. When you suffer from Bell's palsy, if you prioritize a lot on motor activities, which means conscious facial movements, where you are forcing the facial muscles, then you will be unknowingly prioritizing your motor area and will be suppressing your emotional area. That's why it is very important for you to understand the language of your face. See, when you try to raise the eyebrows, that's where the way the eyebrows will move, the way you feel about it will be absolutely different than when you will raise an eyebrow feeling an emotion of surprise or happiness or else sadness too or disappointment too. This emotional language is something that you should pay very much attention on, because that is something that we are trying to preserve here. We are not trying to just force and achieve mechanical movements on the face, which majority of time people forget and tend to do lot of repetitive, forceful facial exercises, which eventually turn into uneven, unwanted facial movements. That's why don't chase symmetry, chase expression. And always remember, acceptance is not at all giving up. Acceptance is embracing the change and slowly letting your nervous system take control again on those facial muscles the way they used to be before. Your nervous system needs time to relax because it has gone through a tremendous amount of damage, at the same time a disruption. Every time when you will soften the inner tightness, you will observe your facial muscles will be moving more and more easily. The progression doesn't lie in how strongly your facial muscles move, but it will lie in how easily they are moving, how spontaneously they are moving, and how correctly they are moving. So, focus on your expression control and not over forceful movements. That takes me to step number 3. Release tension physically and emotionally. I've observed this in majority of our patients. who suffer from Bell's palsy and synkinesis that they develop tremendous amount of tension around the facial muscles once which were paralyzed. This happens when synkinesis kicks in. This is not just a mechanical phenomena, it's a psychosomatic phenomena too. When you suffer from Bell's palsy, if the internal emotion is of sadness, frustration, anger, all of this is going to pull the corner of the mouth and make the facial muscles very tensed and tight. That tightness will not go only just with manual work where you are physically doing something on the face. You need to release them emotionally as well. That's why make sure that whenever you are doing your facial practices, focus on relaxing those facial muscles, focus on letting go that facial muscles, focus on freeing up those facial muscles rather than forcing them to move against their will. After paralysis, muscles can overcompensate or co-contract. That's called as synkinesis. With the help of gentle releases, breathing exercises, and a gradual practice of relaxing the facial muscles, breath work, and guided physiotherapy practice, you will be able to break that negative feedback loop that's constantly going on after Bell's palsy. And that will allow you to release that emotional tensions on the face as well. Whenever you observe that your face are getting tensed up, tight up, take a small break. Breathe in and focus on exhalation. Breathe out, and while breathing out, try to soften your muscles. If you learn the skill set right, then majority of your task is done and you will be definitely able to reduce and reverse your synkinesis. So, moral of the story is, every time you exhale, exhale slowly. You are not just calming your mind, but you are calming your facial muscles as well. That takes me to point number 4. Rebuild your confidence through function. What do I mean by that? Face is a communication tool. You communicate, you express yourself. Your face is your identity, your function. To rebuild this confidence, you need to show up. And that's what exactly you need to do. Don't start shying away from people. Instead, gradually start mingling again with people very same way as you used to mingle with people before. Start with giving small smiles to people around you. Start to begin the conversation with smile. The more smile, the natural smile you will perform, the more right kind of activation you will do, and you will observe that gradually your ability to smile will increase. Get comfortable with eating in public. I know that your eyes will get smaller, but as you get comfortable, as you be more calm, and as you be more comfortable, calm and confident while eating in public, you will observe that that tension that's coming on your eyes is releasing over a period of time. Start taking your photos again. Yes, you heard me right. All I'm saying is a counterintuitive thing, but do it, because the more you do it, more you will be comfortable with yourself. And the more comfortable you are, the more easy the facial movements will become. With all these practices, you will retain not only your facial muscles, but your brain as well to function as normally as possible, and will retrain your self-image as well. So, confidence is built through participation, not hiding. The more you use your face naturally, the more it will rewire naturally and efficiently. That takes me to point number 5. Redefine your definition of recovery. Remember this. The goal while recovering from Bell's palsy or synkinesis is not to erase the past, but to create a new future. It's to reclaim your expression, connection, and comfort with yourself within. Some people call that full recovery, but for some, it's a rediscovery. But if you ask me, actually it's a functional freedom, where your face feels expressive, not perfect. That's where your actual confidence lies in. Think again what recovery means to you, what exactly you are looking for, what are those inner core feelings that are hidden behind that expectation of recovery, and rebuild and rewrite your definition of recovery. You will see a lot of changes there. That takes me to point number 6. Surround yourself with the right kind of people. There are going to be a lot of people who are going to pull you back and make you feel worthless. Make sure to keep a distance from these people, because this will ruin your progress. They will not allow you to work and progress towards recovery, but will pull you back into that negative zone. That's where a right kind of expert, a right kind of team of professionals can help you. Try to find a professional who see you as a whole person, who don't just focuses on one technique or one procedure, but looks you as an individual and try to help you to overcome the day-to-day challenges that you are facing with your Bell's palsy and synkinesis. For them, you should not be just a facial nerve case or else a recovery case. For them, the end goal is to help you to be a better person, someone who is more confident in his own, someone who is more confident and comfortable in his or her own skin, and is always ready to guide you and support you. And that's where we pitch in. We at HealthQ Rehab create customized recovery programs and protocols for people suffering from Bell's palsy and synkinesis. Our programs are long-term and need-based and personalized based on your situation. So if you who are someone who is suffering from Bell's palsy or synkinesis, feel free to reach out to us so that we can do a quick assessment and help you work on your facial nerve recovery. Remember, recovery is not a finish line. It's a relationship that you build with yourself. And every small practice of compassion, care is going to help you to get back to yourself, which has been lost somewhere in this entire journey of Bell's palsy and synkinesis. Every small moment when you spend on reflecting on your facial muscles, allowing them to calm down and settle again, you take a step forward towards confidence and just don't depend on that symmetry. I hope that this video was a source of inspiration, a source of positive feedback to you. If yes, make a source of inspiration and motivation to you. If yes, make sure to like this video, share your thoughts in the comment section below, and feel free to reach out to us if you need any help related to Bell's palsy and synkinesis. On that note, I'll end this video here, and I'll see you in another video. Thank you.